Uh-oh. What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and I'm back again with another micro quad. This one is the Fayee FY530, and this is the cool looking quadcopter here. And this thing looks awesome. I really like the body of this thing, how it looks, the feel, the construction of it. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It's substantial. It feels. This thing is just built really nice, and the design that I see on it, it's really nice. It's a really nice design. I really like the feel of this quad. So the build quality is good. It's transmitter, so I don't know what the heck they were thinking with this. Why the transmitter is so tiny, I have no idea. But they bundled this thing in with a tiny transmitter. And however, this thing, it flies okay. I'm not really a big fan of the super fast yaws, and this thing has a really fast yaw rate. So the yaw rate on this quadcopter is really fast. It's not really that agile because for some reason the 6-axis stabilization, it's slow on the inputs. Like the inputs that you give this quad, it takes a while. It takes its sweet time before it actually registers and starts doing the input that you're given. So you can be flying towards an object and you can be trying to steer away from it, and you have to compensate for that second that it won't actually register your input. So you'll probably end up crashing your first time trying it before you realize that you have to give all the inputs early with this. And also you find yourself drifting back and forth like that on your inputs because of how slow it is to react off the inputs. And the pitch on this quadcopter, even on 100%, well, this thing has 3 rates. Let's look at the transmitter. This tiny thing, it looks like something that comes with the Cheerson CX10 or something like that. I wish I had a Cheerson CX10 transmitter. Oh, here is one right here. Look, not that much bigger than the Cheerson CX10's transmitter. So yeah, so this thing, it's really tiny first off, and here is the rates. This button here, the shoulder button on the left, you tap this thing for the rates. You have 3 rates, and this shoulder button here is for the flips. And you have all of your trims here. Even the throttle trim is here, present on here. But it's just a tiny transmitter, and it takes 3 AAA batteries. Now, this quadcopter, it really doesn't bank well or anything like that because the pitch isn't hard, even on high rates. The pitch seems like it's just about, it doesn't change much in between the rates, just the yaw rate changes. And so the yaw rate goes from being pretty fast to being really fast, and then from there it goes to really fast. really fast, I guess. So this thing has a really fast yaw rate but no pitch to go with it. So the pitch is really not that hard on this quadcopter, so you can't do nice funnels with it. However, you can pirouette really fast and do nice pirouettes. The lighting on this quadcopter is really nice. It glows through the body. There's red lights in the front and blue in the back. There's also red eyes here, and these on the LVC warning, the lights flash independently from the LEDs in the eyes, but the LEDs in the eyes do flash, but they alternate. So that looks pretty cool. with the lights alternating like that when you reach LVC warning. And it's, oh yeah, this quadcopter is really stable. This thing can hover really stable. I don't know why it can get so stable, but they don't put any pitch on the thing to make it really nice. But I really like the way that this quadcopter look. Now the prop guards work really well. They also double as landing feet, and it works really well at softening your landings, and they're really easy to take off. You just slide them on the bottom of the motor pods. Another odd thing about this quadcopter, it flies really well with the prop guards on it and landing gear, but when you remove this stuff, for some reason it seems like they didn't expect you to remove it, because when you take everything off it and fly it this way, it's really unstable. It vibrates, it shakes and wobbles. It still flies strong, but it just has a wobble effect to it, and you can hear it sort of humming, the wobbling hum of this thing when you're flying without the prop guards. And when you do the flips with it, I call them suicide flips, because it'll go up and lean back, and then it'll turn over. That's only without the prop guards. So this thing acts really weird without the prop guards on it. Makes you think that they didn't think about you flying this thing, ever taking the prop guards and landing gear off it. So I'm glad that they did allow you to remove them, because I'll end up probably modding this quadcopter. I'll probably put a MJ102 flight board inside this thing or something. But this is a really awesome looking quadcopter. It flies okay. A lot of you guys will probably like it because of the super fast yaw rate. But me, I'm not really a fan of the super fast yaw rates, especially when they don't have a nice deep pitch to go with it. But to me, super fast yaw rates are overrated, because they hardly ever, I can't think of one instance where they give you enough input precision to actually go in between the super fast yaw rates. Like there's no way to slow it down, to give a really light input to slow the yaw rate down to where you want it. I mean, you can probably do it and get it to go really slow, but then between there and fast, there's no in between. Like there's a point that you'll get to where it'll just start spinning at its highest speed, and you won't even be, nowhere near halfway on the input. But anyhow, so this thing has a fast yaw rate. It has really nice LEDs, really nice body. I really like the way that this thing is designed. It feels substantial in the hand. However, it's not a lot of pitch on it, and it reacts really slow to inputs. And so it comes with a USB charger. It comes with spare props and a screwdriver, and it comes with instructions manual that's in legible English. It's pretty clear, and it's also in half of it is in another language. It looks like Chinese, so it's nice that they give you the option of both in here. They have English and they have Chinese in here. So that's it with all the details about it. So let's go check it out in flight. Okay, so this is the indoor flight demo of the Fayee FY530. Let's get it plugged in here. Drop it down there. Get it down to this tiny transmitter. And so there it is. This thing is really stable. Really stable quad. This is low rates one now. Let's check out the yaw. The yaw is really, it's not bad on low. So in the pitch, as you can see with this quadcopter, it takes a while for the input to start registering. So I'm doing full left, full right. 4 left. So it sort of takes its time to register the next input that you give it. But it's really stable though. It can get really stable. Okay, so we're on the mid rates now. So that's the pitch there. The pitch looks about the same, but if you keep holding it, the pitch will get deeper. So it takes a while for the pitch to reach its full input. So let's check out the yaw rate. So pretty fast yaw on mid rates. The yaw is pretty fast on this thing. Now this is high rates here. Let's check out the yaw. So pretty fast yaw. The pitch is a little deeper as well, but it still takes its time to start pitching the input that you give it. So yeah, this quad here, it's a little problem for me flying indoors. I have to fly it this way. So let's check out flips with this quad. Okay, so this quad flips pretty nice. Now the reason I have the prop guards still on it, let's check the prop guards. They really work. They work well, actually. And I like the landing feet on it. They work well as well. They work really good. However, the reason I didn't take those things off of it is because this quad, it flies funny without these. Look how stable this thing can get. That was a hands-off hover. A little bad on my throttle management, but for the most part, this thing is really stable. However, let me show you guys how this thing flies without the prop guards and landing gear on it. Just remove those. Toss those to the floor there. Okay, now. I don't know if you guys can see or hear that, but it's wobbling. It wobbles when you take the landing gear and stuff off of it. For some reason, it's like they dialed everything in with the prop guard and landing gear on it. So it acts really weird when you try to fly this quadcopter without the landing gear and prop guard on it. It vibrates and all. So pretty decent quad for those of you who like fast yaw rates. However, I can't really do nice funnels with it because the pitch takes so long to go in that you don't get the full pitch to do a nice funnel with it. Let's check out the flips. Okay, so the flips are just pretty unstable. The flips are without the prop guard. Yeah, it tends to scoot backwards or scoot forwards or to the side when you do flips without the prop guards on it. It's really unstable. But this thing looks awesome though. I love the way this thing looks. I call those flips those back flips that it does without the prop guards on it, I call those suicide flips because it sort of goes up in the air and leans back before it actually does the flip. I don't know if you guys can see that. If I was tilting my hat far enough to let you see that, yeah, you guys see that. It leans back. It goes up in the air, leans back, and then it turns over for the flip. It actually only flips that way without the prop guards though. Whoa. Yeah, so pretty hard for me to fly, do precise flying with this quad because it's fast yaw rate and it's super slow registering of the input that you give it. It seems like it takes its sweet time. So you have to give your input a little early in order to avoid an obstacle or hitting the wall. So let's see, I guess I'll fly the rest of the, I thought I was going to fly the rest of this video with the prop guard and landing gear on it, but my cat Lil seems to have run away with one of the arms. Lil, you going to bring that back? Okay, she's bringing it back now. What are you doing, Lil? No, don't take them. Let me try to get these on really quick before she runs away with another one. In the video with the prop guards on, being as though it flies so stable with them on. Let's look at the difference of those flips now. Uh-oh. Sorry about that, Leo. Seems to have reached LVC and the quad got really weak. And startled my cat a little, but she's okay. So that's it. The Fayee FY530. Thanks for watching.